The very controversial Rey Star Wars movie with the very controversial director has been axed. This is gonna be more of a informational video, so if you want something a little bit more entertaining, then go watch this video. So there's this article that came out. A couple people have been talking about it. It's kind of getting some traction. I don't know how reliable this is, but it would make sense with Disney's track record of why they announce movies. There's been a bunch of Star Wars movies announced, but none of them have been made yet. So let's take a look at this and we'll kind of discuss as we go. So apparently an insider has told whoever wrote this article that it's been indefinitely delayed, which could spell the end of the movie, to be honest. So as we go through it, it's talking about how the writer submitted the script to Disney. There was a ton of revisions to it, a bunch of notes. The writer basically had to restart. The issue is with that is that there's been multiple writers for the film already, and it just seems like Disney's chasing them all away. What I find really interesting with Disney's track record, specifically, if you didn't know, anytime there's some type of controversy, Disney will come out and announce a new Star Wars movie or Star Wars project, whatever it might be, and it usually takes away from the controversy that they're kind of caught up in. But I don't think it's going to in this case, because this, following the announcement of the Mandalorian Grogu movie, is pretty interesting and convenient for Disney maybe. Now I will say I don't think Disney expected this to get out. If it is true, we'll have to wait and find out and see what Disney really says about it, because they haven't really said anything so far. But this article is gaining a ton of traction, and the coming weeks will only tell what is really going on here. Something else that has a little bit of ground to stand on when it comes to this article is that when they announced this movie, it was going to be the first Star Wars movie in a line of Star Wars movies that come out. But now it's not. Apparently the Mandalorian Grogu movie is going to be the first Star Wars movie to come out before this one. So there's some more ground to stand on when it comes to the validity of this article. Now I will say, based on Disney's track record, the issues that the writer's having, and the controversy surrounding this, it doesn't surprise me that they push this back as far as they have. But also, I think that the writer will likely leave the project. They're working on a Peaky Blinders movie. It talks about this in the article down at the bottom. So Peaky Blinders is pretty good. I really enjoyed it, and I think a movie would be really cool. So it looks like they're probably going to leave the project and move on to start writing that for the screenplay, which is apparently supposed to start filming like later this year in the fall. So they're probably gonna have to find a new writer, someone that they will likely just kind of push around. It seems like what they want with how many writers they've gone through for the film. As far as I can tell, I don't really see any super reliable sources saying that it's canceled or delayed, but there's been a ton of controversy, and apparently Disney's just shaking a lot of things up. Even when it comes to Marvel and when it comes to Star Wars, there have been people promoted and let go. So there's a lot of shifts within the company, so it wouldn't surprise me if this is true. There's also this article from comicbook.com. I don't know how reliable they are, because I just don't trust comicbook.com, to be honest. Maybe at some point there are reliable sources, but they're saying Disney denies it. I don't know how true that is. I could definitely see them delaying this at the bare minimum. So either way you want to look at this article, with the current controversy that's going on surrounding that specific movie, it doesn't look great for the movie to actually be made. It's been a really long time. I don't know why Disney, if they thought Rey was such a successful character, I don't know why they took this long to even announce a movie. And now it seems to be getting pushed back, and even more controversy surrounding it. So it being delayed would not surprise me at all. They've had multiple writers for it, and now their director is saying stuff like she loves to make men uncomfortable, which is not really what you want when the majority of Star Wars fans are men. But we'll have to see what she does, because really, I don't care to watch this movie. I didn't like the character at all, and I know a ton of other people didn't like it. That character really split the fan base, and Disney split the fan base with her by trying to prop her up and make her seem better than Luke Skywalker, which was an interesting choice, to say the least. Here's the truth though. You're gonna see a lot of videos like mine, and you're gonna see articles like this popping up. The truth is, we don't know. if it's actually been canceled or delayed, whatever it might be, really just wait for an official statement from Disney before you assume anything. I guess at the end of the day, all I really want are just good Star Wars stories. And speaking of good Star Wars stories, I wrote my own fan fiction, and I hope you guys really enjoy it because I think it's great. If you want more of an idea of what that looks like, check out this video. Well, let me know what you guys think. Do you think this has some ground to stand on? Is this leak true? And do you think it should be true? Do you think they should cancel the Rey movie or suspend it indefinitely, whatever they plan to do with it? Or do you hope it gets made? Because I know there's a lot of people that do hope it gets made, and I hope they get what they want. I really do. But I just want some good Star Wars stories, and I don't care who the characters are. I appreciate you for watching. Make sure you subscribe for a lot of superhero and Star Wars content every week. You can also catch up on shorts and go follow my TikTok. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.